computer. All right, and we are live. So we got the man, Manny, in San Antonio. Really excited to have you, brother. Me and this fella, we met in Houston.
Houston, yeah.
Yeah, wholesaling live, and I was so impressed by him and what he's been doing, and the company with Home Buying, Home Selling Solutions. They've just been crushing it out of San Antonio. So good to have you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you for reaching out. And, I'm just honored to be here with you because I know we met back in October in Houston. And I know, the caliber of entrepreneur that you are. And I've been following all your journey too. And it's incredible what you're doing with, all the assistants. And, at the same time, you're doing wholesaling, flipping houses, real estate. So serious entrepreneur right here. And I'm glad talking to you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, brother. That makes two of us. So awesome. So we have some really great clients here with Smarter Contact. And the goal of mine is not only to provide them the platform where, they can be successful, but also guys like you that are, doing it every day. They're on the phones and they're closing deals. So that's, guys, the whole purpose of this. And to the guys that are, the guys that are on right now, and if you're watching this later on a recording, this is the kind of person you want to learn from. He's doing it. He's in the field every single day. He's on the phones every single day. So guys, take notes, anything he says. And if you have any questions, we'll make time for you guys to answer any questions. So the first question I have for you, Manny, is how did you get started? How did you get started wholesaling?
Sure. That's actually a good question. Everybody asks me, Manny, how do you hear about wholesaling? How do you get started? So, it's just a little bit my background. I'm from Venezuela, South America, as you know. I moved to the U.S. when I was 17 years old. By myself, I didn't.
You got a beautiful family too. I remember that.
Yeah. Thank you. Just by myself, I started hustling in Chicago. I always had that entrepreneurial mindset where I knew that, I kind of want to do something for myself, right? And always my dad and my mom, they kind of own real estate back home, so I knew that real estate was back of my head. Never heard about wholesaling until one day I go on YouTube and I see wholesaling, right? Real estate, and then wholesaling pops up. I'm like, that sounds interesting. You don't need any money, any credit. Let me learn more about this. So here in San Antonio, I already moved here to San Antonio, and there was Michael and Charles and Mike. And one day I reached out, I was like, hey, is there a way I can go ahead and stop by? So they gave me the shot, right, about almost 2 years ago to come by to the office. And dude, since day one, I knew this was it, right? This was what I wanted to do, wholesaling. It just clicked on because for a lot of people, it's hard to understand the concept. It clicked so fast that I was like, wow, like, I want to do this. Like, this is where it's going to get me to get that cash fast, right? That's Manny Cash to get that cash fast. So I started, it was a long journey, but that's how I got started. To just reach out, and say, hey, can you mentor me? Can you help me? It's like, yeah, come on board. So that's why I'm very grateful for the company. And that's where I'm at today.
That's amazing. And those guys speak so highly of you. I remember, I think it was Charles said, if you want to watch anybody, watch Manny Cash, because he followed every single thing that he said step by step, and the results prove it, man.
Yeah. See, because I knew, they've been doing this for longer, right? For the long run, and they close deals, a lot of deals by themselves. And I knew when I came in, I was like, man, if I want to be like that, I just gotta shut the hell up and do what they say, period. Just because they've been successful at doing that. So that's pretty much what I did, man. Until now, I just listen and take action. Action plays a big part in wholesaling mainly. So
yeah, no doubt. That's great, brother. So tell me about some of the You have, like, how many deals are you guys doing regularly on a weekly basis, roughly?
Yes. So on a weekly basis, I'm going to tell you the monthly basis, right? So for us, we're looking at between 15, 20. That's at the whole company, at the monthly basis, right? Slowest month, we're looking at 13, 10, average between 15 and 20 deals, right? Keep in mind, we do have, which is my part of the company, I run what's called the boiler room, which is where I'm at right now, where there's, we call it in-house callers. They're just all day on the phone, all day on the phone, banking the phone, boom, 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 boom.
Can we see it? Can we see the operation?
Yeah, definitely. Let me turn this around. So I had to tell everybody to get out because, I'm about to do this, but there's somebody right here. Look.
Oh, wow. What's up? How you doing?
So we got 1 desk, 2 desks, 3 desks, 4 desks, and then of course we got, let me show you real quick. Outside you will see somebody. right here. See. So this is where mainly everything happens, right? In this room, there's four walls right here. And of course, keep in mind that I also run a VA team, right? VA teams are our front end. That's those. They are the ones that make the first call, and then every interested people, boom, it gets transferred to the in-house team. It gets transferred to the in-house team, and then boom, here we close it. See, yeah. And then my job in the company is becoming that closer, what you call it. Getting on the phone, negotiating, going in the field, getting the contract signed, and that's what I'm about to do with this one in a minute. Where Fernando here make that first call, and I'm gonna go ahead and get more information, and hopefully we can get that going. So
this is beautiful, guys. This is exactly as you scale, no matter the level, whether you're just starting, you have your one man, you're on the phones, or you've got a team. This is the kind of operation to learn from. This is what it should look like, and the systems and processes that they have. So they have a pass-off system where somebody tees it up, somebody does the prospecting, and then they know it's a hot lead or it's a pretty warm lead. Then they pass it off to somebody who's going to close it and do it. So actually, question, now that we're on that topic, this is a great way to ask is, how do you do that transition from the initial opener to the closer? How do you manage that transition?
Good question. So we have, for the last about 8 months, I'll say 8-9 months, we have focused so much on systems, right? And you mentioned that we have a system in place where if a call goes out here, we know what's going to happen after. If it's a lead, we know what's going to happen after, and then we know what's going to happen after. So let me answer your question. We have the VAs, right? The VAs are out there calling constantly. Like we're looking at 25,000 calls per day.
And the VAs are outsourced or in-house?
No, we're looking at Philippines. We're looking at VAs, Philippines VA. Yeah. So that's what they're doing every day. Keep in mind, we also have people in here. They also make calls from the in-house, right? So the system is kind of like this. They call like massive volume, which is focused on volume, calling. They get an interested person. They already know. I'm going to go over this. They already know what's a good lead and what's not a good lead. See, so once they fill this out, they know, okay, this is a lead that's going to go back to San Antonio, Texas. We have a CRM that's Investor Fuse. I'm pretty sure you guys know about that.
I love Investor Fuse. Yeah.
Amazing. So as soon as that person's interested, they say, hey, their job is not to close them. The VAs know their job is just to get interested people and transfer. So they say, hey, you know what? For the next 2 hours, I'm going to have my senior partner giving you a call. He's an expert in the numbers to make you a fair cash offer or either set an appointment with you. 9 out of 10, the homeowners are, okay, yeah, great. Let's do that. So that person gets transferred automatically to Investor Fuse. Investor Fuse round robin gives it to the acquisition partners that we have here. So they're already trained. They know what to do. As soon as the Investor Fuse pops up, bling, they get a message. All right, I got a warm lead. Let me see the notes. So the VAs are trained to put the notes, everything we needed to see. So once we make the call, they're okay, look, hey, Mr. Seller, how are you doing? Yeah. I believe you were speaking with one of my assistants about your property here in John Smith. Oh, yeah. And then they go on the closing part. Boom. See, so the transaction is VA, hit him out the first call, second call, transfer it to Investor Fuse. Investor Fuse, you do the follow-up. That's
awesome. That's amazing. So you have a tee off that it's very natural. So they feel like how long of a gap is there between the first conversation and the time they talk to you?
Quick. Has to be quick. It has to be quick, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes we just get too busy where we just can't get them on them like that quick how we wanted to. The longest we're telling, hey, let's say we get a call, an interested person right now, we're calling like around 6. The latest, right? If not the latest, which I don't like doing it, tomorrow morning. But you have to get on it like, in a gap.
And I hear that from all of my customers, guys. All of my customers on SC, they literally tell me, our close rate goes up way more when somebody responds positively. You got to respond quickly to that text or to that phone call to that prospect. So that's golden nugget right there. That's very valuable.
Hey, and same thing with Alejandro. Alejandro right now has a VA where all she does is do, text, get a lead. Alejandro, boom, gets on the phone and qualifies himself.
Yeah. We're thinking about integrating, actually, this is next level, with another VA service. to do that and give it as part of Smarter Contact. So that'll be coming out here pretty soon.
Awesome, man.
But yeah, VA can handle it. And what's great about texting is you can automate it. You can do a customized text, and then you could do the follow-up text. So like if they say, yeah, sure, I'm interested, or who are you? How'd you get my number? That kind of stuff. You can copy paste that. You can give it to the VA and be like, okay, use this macro, use that macro, that kind of thing. That is beautiful. All right. So what would you say that, what would you say you do differently that other wholesalers don't do? So like, what do you do differently that you feel like sets you apart from other wholesalers in your closing?
What do I do differently? That's a good question. I think, you see, I'm a salesman. So the background of me, I was a salesman way before I started doing real estate. So I think that having that salesman mentality of a customer care, because I really care about them when I get on the phone, that puts me apart from other people when they're just trying to go for the money. It happens. I get it. I get it. When we're starting this, the money is a big part. Man, I want to get those 10,000, 20,000, 5,000, whatever the amount is. We're trying to get that deal. But eventually, once you start getting to that, okay, the money is not even a problem anymore. It's more of the journey and how I can help this person to actually sell their house. You become a different biz on the phone. And I think that's what makes me different from new wholesalers, because they're just trying to get that taste of let me get a contract. Where me, I don't worry about just getting that contract. It's fine, but I like when I'm on the phone. I enjoy myself when I'm on the phone and I'm negotiating. I'm talking to them. Right. Come on, man, I can't do that. Oh, well, right. How about I offer you? See, I enjoy, bro. Like, you have to see me when I'm here. It's like I'm going on the rim, bro.
I've seen you on Instagram before. I've seen you. I love the videos that you do with some of your seller calls. It's amazing. And hopefully
I think that's what makes me different, because I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make it fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I think it is. So
that's amazing. Guys, listen to that. That's beautiful. He makes it where it's like, he doesn't need the deal. It's not just about the deal. It's about the conversation. And then naturally that's going to lead to it. Yeah. And part of that, and I'm sure Manny, is you ask very good questions. You ask great questions, and asking great questions to yourselves when you're talking to them, like, hey, how was your day? Oh, great. Like just having a normal conversation, and then asking effective and good questions as well to prospect.
Definitely. Yeah. And as I tell all my guys here, guys, we're talking to human beings. We're not talking to aliens. We're talking to another person on the phone that's facing, financial situations. Just put yourself in their shoes. And how will you, let's say if you were the seller, how would you like somebody to call you? Think about that for a moment. Like, say you're facing foreclosure. Like, say you're facing mortgage tax foreclosure. Let's say you're facing probate. Somebody died. How would you like somebody to give you a call? But just, hey, I want to buy your house? No. We gotta go in the call with empathy, right? With sympathy. That's what it's gonna make, man. When I start practicing this, I skyrocket. Like, I just.
Yeah. How many callbacks do you get? Like, people that say, hey, not right now, but they said, hey, Manny, I like talking to you 2 months ago. Do you get a lot of that?
Yes. So, okay, let me ask you guys, what do you do with those, right? A lot of people ask me, Manny, what do you do with those people? See, for us, this is a lead. For me, this is a lead. Say I call you and tell me, Manny, give me a call. Right now, it's Christmas. A lot of people are saying that, call me next year. I don't know if you have experienced that. A lot of people, call me next year, call me next year. Call me in January, call me in February, call me in March. And then for a new wholesaler, it's like, damn, in March, 4 months down the road, when am I going to close this deal? See, the question that you guys have to ask is, are you here for the short term, 6-8 months, or are you here for the long term? Because if you're here for the long term, then it's not going to matter when you're going to call that person back. See, I tell him, yeah, Mr. Seller, actually, this is what I'll do. You're asking me to call you in 2-3 months. I'm going to check on you every 2 weeks just to see how you are. Okay, sounds good. Boom, put it in my investor fuse, follow up. Dude, I've got deals where they tell me, Manny, I'm selling you the house because you were the one that called me the most.
You created a relationship.
Yeah, and I was like, on my hair, I'm like, man, I'm doing a good job, right? Like,
yeah.
See, so that's it, dude.
Guys, follow up. Follow up is key. and create the relationship. Maybe these are normal people on the other phone, outside of the phone. It's not a bank or something that, you had just an offer. It's not a bank. It's an individual guys that, you want to create a good relationship with, get them to trust you, get them to want to do business with you, understand who they are, and everything else will follow. It's just the natural progression. They'll know that you have that. Awesome. My man James in the house. So James is my guy, and he's already got a seller on the phone. That's amazing. I was on the phone with a seller, maybe a deal. My man, I love that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Hey, FYI, Adam, when I do this type of webinar and things like that, I don't hold nothing back, bro. I'm just so you know, for you guys that are watching, I'm gonna give you all the best I can. So if I extend a little bit, it's because I get excited and I like to to give it out there. So
we want you to hold back. We don't want you to do anything fun here. We want you to just upsell a $1,000 program to them later.
Be ready.
No, we're not holding anything back out here. Oh yeah, I love it. All right, so question for you: what do you do if a buyer asks you if you're a wholesaler?
If I'm a wholesaler?
Yeah, there's a stigma with wholesalers. Like, all right, they're greedy, they're all rich, and they're all drive Bugattis, and you guys are pigs, and what do you how do you dodge that question if somebody says, "Are you a wholesaler?" and how do you navigate around that?
I love it, dude. See, you have to be quick, right? On the phone, you have to be quick. You have to expect that. Some homeowners, they have got a lot of hundreds of calls from wholesalers. How do you make yourself different from that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, Mr. Seller, I agree. I agree with you. First of all, I do want to say that I'm not like the other guys that try to lowball you on the phone. We are very transparent, and actually have an office right here for 410 Bandera Road, where I would like for you to stop by, have a cup of coffee, so you can actually see our operation and then talk to you more in person. Although we're not like the other guys that trying to make a home run in every deal, we would just like for you to just talk to you in person and see how we can help you in that. Again, I'm not like
I just don't want to be another wholesaler. I mean, there's like so many of you guys have your signs out there. I just don't want to deal with somebody that's going to pick up my house and then, flip it real quick for a quick profit. I mean.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like the TV is, I understand. Like the TV says, and I agree with you, but I wish it was like the TV for it to be a big profit. Although we're just looking, I don't buy properties, Mr. Sellers. I just buy problems. And it looks like you're facing tax foreclosure, and that's mainly what I'm focusing on.
Yeah, we do have a tax foreclosure, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See, in this case, I'm not really buying the property. I just would like to put myself in your position so you don't get foreclosed.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just one of those things where we're not really looking to sell right now, and I just don't want to give it away. I just don't want to.
I understand. I understand. That's why I'm offering you for you to. I have actually available tomorrow at 2. Just stop by my office so we can talk more in person and actually tell you step by step how we can help you.
All right, you're not some greedy salesperson?
No, sir. Actually, you're going to see my whole operation here. You're going to see my everybody here, my manager, the business owner. I mean, we're just a local company. We're here for 410 Bandera Road.
Got it. Okay. All right. Yeah. What time? You said 2 o'clock?
At 2 o'clock, I have available. I already actually put you down on my calendar.
All right. Yeah. I dropped my kids off at 3, so I'll come in right before.
All right. Thank you, sir. So I get a lot of those. Guys, you have to, as mean as it's going to sound, you have to put the competition down. You have to put your competition down, You have to you have to get the homeowner of that mentality that you're not like them. You're transparent. You're telling them where you at. You're giving them your address so they know where to find you. See? You're telling them your business name so they can look you up. By you bringing more that value, they were like, okay, well, actually, this dude's legit. He has an office. I can go beat him up if I want to. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So they feel like they've got the upper hand.
Yeah. You see, like, hey, I'm always here. Whenever you want to come, just come.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well handled. Very well handled. And just kind of separating yourself from other, competitors. That's a great question. How long do you follow up with an old lead? Like how long? So I say how long? Like how much time? Like between a follow-up, like how much time between follow-ups do you have?
It has to be quick. Every 2 days.
Oh, so you do a quick follow-up.
Quick follow-ups. Every 2. Don't let it cool down, bro. Don't let it cool down. See, the other day, somebody on Instagram was telling me, man, I follow up with my leads every month. I'm like, every month? Yeah, every month, once a month. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I have probably called that lead 10 times already, you know? Wow. So we're big on follow-up. We have to be on top of it every 2 days.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So how much time do you spend building rapport? Like when you're calling with a seller, like how much of your time do you spend building rapport?
Yeah, good question as well. See, it depends because, you know, every seller is different, right? Every scenario is different. For example, the other day I had a deal that we're going to get with Fernando in Corpus Christi. The lady's a talker. She's a talker. Like she can talk, bro. And it was a 45-minute call. It was a 45-minute call. As long as it take, you know, I'm not that type of person of, let me cut you off real quick because I want to get to the next one. No. If you need to talk to me, you need someone to talk, I'm here. I'm all ears. Let's go.
It's worth it. Yeah, it's worth that time. Okay. So you invest a little bit more. Alex asked a great question. Alex, can you give us an example of how you build rapport with the seller?
Sure. So there's something that we call here in the office, the call flow, right? It's something you guys have to learn. Every call it's a call flow that you have to follow. So how are you going to find out when to build rapport? It's going to come out of the call flow. For example, this is where I want to show right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It says condition, motivation, timeline, and price, right? So when I'm getting on the phone with somebody and I'm going on my intro, the intro is always the best important on the call. It takes about 8 to 10 seconds. Those 8 to 10 seconds on the phone are going to determine the quality of the next 5 minutes. Because if you get on the phone weak, hey, sir, yeah, I was just calling about a property here in 123 Smith Road. That's it. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it. So what I'm trying to say is that, hey, sir, I'm sorry to bother. My name is Manny, and I was just calling about a property here in Bandera Road, and I just wanted to see if you would consider selling it. Boom. Straight to the point and forward, right? Quick. So that is going to open the door for me. So he's going to say, yes, I want to sell. Great, Mr. Seller. Well, my name is Manny. As I'm saying, I'm here for 410 Bandera Road. My company is Home Buying, Home Selling Solutions. We usually buy between 10, 15 properties a month. And let me get more information about the property. Have you done any work to the kitchen or restroom in the last 5 years? Now, when I ask that question, what it does is it gets the seller to talk, right? Yeah, man, the condition is really bad because I haven't been there for 5 years and it's just been vacant. Boom. You just found yourself a way to build rapport. I'm answering his question. And then you just found yourself a way to build rapport. Okay, Mr. Seller, yeah, and I'm just curious, right? Why has it been vacant for 5 years? Oh yeah, well, because I'm a military guy and I had to, transfer to New York. Great. Well, thank you for your service, sir. Are you in the Army, Air Force? Oh, I'm the Army. Okay, great. Yeah, well, thank you for your service, sir. I understand that, San Antonio is a big, military community. But I'm just curious, why haven't you been renting it, or what's going on? I said, yeah, man. And then see, now I'm asking questions to build that rapport, right? And then that's it. And then once I jump to the motivation, I'm Mr. Seller, I'm just curious, right? It's a beautiful property. Why are you looking to sell it? And then he's going to tell me, well, I'm looking to sell it, man, because I told you I'm in New York right now and I'm actually going overseas. Oh, overseas. Yeah. What country are you going to serve? Wow. Well, I'm actually going to go to Africa. I got a lot of people. I'm going to Africa. Oh, yeah. Africa. What part? See, now I'm asking. And I'm building that rapport with them. So you're going to find the rapport based on what they tell you. If they tell you that New York is too cold, you're going to say, yes, I agree with you. New York was too cold. I went there, man, last winter and it was freezing. It's beautiful, but I didn't like it. It was too cold. If they tell you that Tampa is too hot, you know what? It's true. Like I was there in that summer and it was super hot, but you know what? I liked it because it was beautiful. So always try to find something that you can build rapport with.
Wow. Guys, that is gold. And I like the intro that you did, because you did not give them a closed-ended question in the beginning. You give them an open-ended, hey, what kind of condition is the house in? Not, is the house, like, are you interested? Like, or do you, is the house in good or bad shape? Everything like, yeah, it's in pretty good shape. You told them, hey, what kind of condition? Can you tell me a little bit more about the condition of the house? And that's an open-ended question. So it's easier for that person to respond to you and give you more of a conversation.
Yeah. And guys, I would like to touch base on this. remember, when we get on the call, you guys have to have I always, man, emphasizing it, is we're salesmen, man. We're salesmen. We're not selling anything. Remember, the only thing you're selling is yourself and how you can provide value to the homeowner. Mm-hmm. Because you're not selling a pen, you're not selling a house, you're not selling anything. Everything it's here. So when you get on the phone, keep in mind, you're becoming a salesman. How is that person going to trust you that you're going to give them $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 for their property when you don't even have it? How? By building a rapport, by being a salesman. What does a good salesman does? A good salesman asks questions. A good salesman asks a question, and I already know whether it's positive or negative. I already know how to attack both of them. See? Wow. So when they tell me, hey, Manny, I don't want to talk about the condition, man. It's been vacant for 5 years. Oh, okay, well, I'm just assuming, yes, if you're vacant for 5 minutes, from my experience, it usually takes a little bit of rehab that I have to do on the property. See? You have to be ready for both, negative and positive. And that's what a good salesman does. See, it's not only about real estate. It's not just about, ARV, 70%. No, it's about building the rapport and having quality conversation on the phone with the homeowners. So keep that in mind, guys. Whenever you make the call, be a salesman. Be a sales mentality.
Love it. Love it. So this is perfect. You said that you have somebody that you had teed up. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to transition to this now. Do you mind calling the lead that you have?
Yeah. Okay.
That was a phenomenal explanation. And guys, we're going to record this. So play that back. That was, I'll give you the clip of this, Manny, for you to use. That was some fire. Guys, definitely use that there.
So guys, keep in mind, I don't know how this is going to go. This is the lead that Fernando had this morning. And I'm just waiting this whole time for this moment to call it. The lady doesn't know me. I don't know about her. I'm just going to give it a call, an after call to see what happens, right? So here we go. Come down, dude. What's her name? Sheila? Sheila.
Let's do a deal live. Let's go live.
Crestwood,
yeah. She's probably getting off of work right now. Or still at work.
Jose, do you happen to have another one like that to call?
She might be at work.
Hi, this is Sheila Ely.
All right, guys, you always want to do a double dial. Oh, I got a good one here. Let's find another one.
You leave a voicemail?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
And text.
Hi, this is Sheila Ely. I'm sorry I'm not available at this particular time. You can try calling me back in about a minute or two, or just leave a message and I will return your call as soon as I get your message. Again, I regret missing your call. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.
Hey, Sheila, good afternoon. How are you doing? This is Manny. I'm the purchasing manager here at Home Buying Home Selling Solutions. I'm just giving you a call on behalf of my business partner, Fernando. He spoke with you earlier about your property here in Crestwood. And I just would like to get a little more information about the property. It looks like it's something that we can definitely do. If you will, please give me a call back at 210-899-9095. Again, my name is Manny. Give me a call back at 210-899-9095. And you have a blessed one as well, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Perfect.
So
your text, what kind of text are you just like, hey?
Yeah, in the text it's simple. Yeah, it's simple. Hey Sheila, how's it going? This is Manny, purchasing manager at Home Buying Home Selling Solutions. I'm just want to reach out to you because I believe you were speaking with Fernando about your property. Definitely looks something that we can do. Give me a call back. Blah 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 blah.
Got it. Similar script. Got it.
Does Manny work here in Florida? No, I work in San Antonio, but we might attack the Florida market.
Stay in your own market, bro.
I got another one here, dude. Let me see. You assigned it to me?
Yeah, it's time to this one.
Which one? Which one is it?
I just assigned it. It's for today. It's due for today.
We got to get one. We got to get one in there.
That's the one.
She'll probably call back.
This one?
I don't know.
That's it.
Yeah, because I guess.
Okay, rent the property. Speak with Nella. She's interested in selling the property. She's busy at the moment and was asking call back after she gets off of work. Just a heads up, the property. She has a property manager. Okay. All right. This might be a good one. All right. Let's give it a call. 994-03-45.
Alex, to answer your question, probably another maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, so maybe about 20 minutes will be.
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded.
Try one more time.
Hello. Hey, I'm sorry to bother. How are you doing, Mrs. Nazareno?
Yes.
How are you doing?
Who am I speaking with?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Manny. I am the purchasing manager here at Home Buying Home Selling Solutions, and I'm just calling you on behalf of my assistant. She spoke with you about your property in Adam Hills.
Can I call you in 5 minutes? I just need to grab that parking, okay? I'll call you in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes? Okay, yeah, let's do that.
5 minutes,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, 5 minutes, guy.
So we got time for more questions. So guys, now would be a great time for a Q&A. So if you have any questions for Manny, and then once he gets the call, we'll hop on that and do the live seller call. So guys, ask your questions. What questions do you guys have?
Let's go. Let's get a question. Remember, guys, in a call, there's a call flow. You have to get a call flow because at the time and the moment you find yourself that the seller is asking you questions, you're lost. You have to ask them questions. I mean, it doesn't mean that they can't ask you questions, but if you find yourself that they're asking you more questions than when you're asking, you lost the call. At what point do you think it's good to start moving away from being a one-man show? I mean, if you get a $20,000, $30,000 wholesale deal, I mean, you might as well just scale up, right? Hire some VAs, hire some acquisition partners, and then you go from there. So it's really up to you. I mean, if you got 10,000, 20,000, and you feel like you want to scale up quick, then go from there. Maybe get 3 more deals and then hire people.
Yeah, and I'll add to that, whenever, and just on an efficiency standpoint, you really, as the owner, you want to be doing money generating activities. Anything money generating, you want to be doing. Anything non-money generating, whether they're like contracts or like Manny is not doing contracts. He's not signing the contracts, going through all that. I'm sure you guys have somebody in the office that does that. Yeah. So as you start to get, enough money to be able to eat and then put away in the business, that's when you start hiring the key employees so that you're not doing all the back end stuff. You have people that'll do it for you. So that's when you would scale up.
What seller do you recommend for women? What is it? What seller? Siler? What is that? Oh, dialer. Maybe dialer?
Yeah, dialer.
For women, she could call it. What do you use, Adam?
We're not really doing as much on the wholesale. So we're just doing text messaging. That's it. We're just doing
okay. Yeah. Well, we use call tools.
Call tools.
Yeah. If you all want to, we have a discount link. Reach out to me on social media, Manny Cash Houses, and I'll get you the link. Call tools. It's really good, man. You can call up to 10 people at a time.
Yeah. what point do you think is coming out? What are the questions, guys?
I got a question. When they first start, okay, well, what you offer?
Okay, so look, my man right here just asked me a question. Well, let's see. I get a lot of residential liens when I skip trades. Is it worth while to call this leads? You're not texting. Oh yeah, those are good ones. Oh, those are good ones. Residential liens. Residential lines. What do you mean?
Like a residential phone, like a home phone. Like, so basically he's getting, like, he's skip tracing his list, and not all of them are cell phones. And I definitely agree. I think you should definitely be calling those, because the people that have landlines are usually a little bit older and they're a little more traditional. I think that'd be a great use of resources.
Tony asked a question. Let me see where he's at. How many cold callers do you need to make 25,000 calls per day? So that's a good question. We have right now, we have about 10 VAs, and then we have in-house every day in the in-house. We got about 7 more people. So that's what, about 17 people.
Yeah. So how many cold callers do you need? So how many calls does your, how many calls and texts are you guys sending out per day?
Calls, I know about calls because that's what I do, right? Text is Alejandro, that's his thing. But call, we're doing about 20 to 25,000 per day. Mm-hmm. So like we're actually ringing the phone 25,000 times. See, of course, none of them 25 answer, but let's just say, 1,000 of them answered, right? And then out of those 1,000, then it's always the numbers again. And then also those 1,000, let's say 50 of them were really interested, we're kind of hot warm, and then those get transferred.
Okay. Does Manny or his sales team use Smarter Contacts as part of their sales and marketing strategy? If so, how have the results been?
Great. Yeah, we do. Of course, we do use a Smart Contact. Alejandro's actually the man that you want to talk to. He's in charge of all this SMS campaigns. He has his own templates. He switch them up. Dude, and man, I'm gonna give you some nuggets right now. So okay, this is how it works. I call him. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And we have a pool of people that tells me no. Okay, you tell me no on the phone, and then I pass it to Alejandro. Boom, Alejandro gets him, texts him with a different template. Hey, just in case you may have a different property, or someone, we pay also a referral fee. A referral fee. And then guess what happened? They start, coming back, right? Mm-hmm. And then like say I get people on the phone, the VAs, right? They get Spanish speakers, they don't speak Spanish. So they put it on a pool which is only Spanish. Alejandro, here you go. Alejandro gets it, and Alejandro do a template in Spanish. Boom, we text him. All right, I get the list, the first list, the fresh list. I call him. Alejandro, look, this is all the people we got interested. Okay, here you go, text him. And he goes like that. See, so we hitting it on the phone, and also we're hitting it on text. Yeah,
the two for one, and that's what I've heard is very effective when you're doing your texting and you're doing your cold calling. That's what I've heard a lot in this industry. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. Alex, you asked a great question. Do we integrate with InvestorFuse? I'm actually really close friends with the owner of InvestorFuse. Great company. They actually just launched their 3.0, which is just ridiculous. Which, by the way, we actually will help you waive your setup fee through Smarter Contacts. So PM me on that. And I've got an affiliate that actually gives you a discount on your initial setup. And we're setting up a direct integration with them right now because we see that as the number one. I mean, Podio is great, but really InvestorFuse, especially their latest update, has been like phenomenal. Yeah. So a lot of people are moving to that.
Eldred, I think Eldred asked a good question. What have you found to be the most effective way to train cold callers overseas? Man, it's actually a big task, right? Like you have to train them. I try to train them every every Monday before the week start. Come on, let's get on the call an hour. We'll do role plays. Keep in mind, on call tools, I can listen to their calls. And I'm actually live while they're on the phone. And I tell them, say this, say that. And the seller cannot hear me. Say this, say that. Ask for this question, ask this question, ask this. Don't ask this. No. You say close it. Get off the phone. So it's really, I'm the one that's training them. And I just train them to be the first touch, which is, look, she called me back.
All right, here we go.
Hello? Hello? Hey, Mrs. Nazareno? Yes, how are you doing?
I'm good, good.
Good, awesome. Yeah.
Somebody called me from, there's a lady, you are connected with her, right?
Yeah, that's my assistant. Yes, ma'am, that was my assistant that gave you a call.
So what's going on?
I'm sorry?
What's going on? How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm sorry to bother again. My name is Manny. I am the purchasing manager here at Home Buying, Home Selling Solutions. And the reason why I'm calling is just to, get in touch with you about the property. It seems that you were interested in selling.
Yes. Of course not. Sometime next year. Do you know what the property value is right now?
Honestly, I actually haven't done my.
I haven't done anything. What I did is, it's a rental property. So I did tell the property manager to not raise the price. Not to raise the price.
Okay.
Because I don't want to lose the tenant and then get it all set up for another one. My intention is to sell the property.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing. I think I need to reply to my property manager because, the contract is being drawn sometime this month.
Okay.
For another year of another contract.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do at that point. Maybe I need to tell them to just do month or something.
Sure.
But I give them the liberty to leave anytime. That's the only thing about it.
Sure. No, I understand. Okay, great. Let me ask you a question. You said sometime next year. When will that be?
Maybe the first 3 months.
The first.
The most is the first 6 months.
The first 6 months?
Yeah. If the first 3 months or the first 6 months.
Okay.
If I'm comfortable about the price.
Sure. No, definitely. Have to make sense.
Comfortable about the price.
Yeah, definitely. It has to make sense for you, right?
Okay, so how can I help you?
Yeah, no.
I give you a few minutes.
Okay, a few minutes. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a call, introduce myself. It's kind of who I am and what was the company that is calling you, right? As I said, it's Home Buying, Home Selling Solutions. I'm right here for 410 Bandera Road. And, we're an investment company that usually buy between 10, 15 properties per month. When we purchase a property, usually pay for all the closing costs. There's no commission and it's all cash, right? Of course, we can also, yeah. And reason why I ask you when next year, because we usually close between 25 and 35 days, but it looks like you're looking to do it maybe the first three months or 6 months. Remember,
it's definitely not this year because it's going to add to my taxes and all that. So if I'm going to do this, it will be next year because my salary will be a lot less because I'm considering about retiring.
Oh, nice. Retiring.
My retirement is going to be like the first 3 months also.
What are you going to do in your retirement?
Okay. I don't know yet.
Travel?
I'm tired of working.
Travel the world?
Travel, go to my country.
Oh, if you don't mind me asking, where are you?
It's easy.
If you don't mind me asking, from the Philippines.
From the Philippines.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm from Venezuela. Do you know where that's it? Is that it?
Oh. Yeah, I know where Venezuela is.
There you go. That's where I'm from.
It's like yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I live in I work in Los Angeles, and there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
With people who are from Venezuela, from El Salvador, Guatemala, all of that.
Yeah. It's horrible what's going on right now, but thank God we're here in America, right? And then we can, provide for our families back home. But hey, Mrs. Nazare, I'll let you, keep in touch with you. It's something definitely we can.
Yes, but, okay, so how do you guys work? Like, say, for example, here's January or February, and I'm ready to sell. If I ever wanted to contact you guys, how do you guys work?
Okay.
How do you do things?
Yes, ma'am. So the process is really simple, right? I know the area. I buy properties in that area. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and run my numbers. I'll just go ahead and stop by the property. It's going to take me about 5-10 minutes. I can do a quick assessment, right? Kind of see the foundation, roof, the condition of the property. Once I do my numbers, I'll make you a cash offer, right? The cash offer, yeah, if you accept the cash offer, of course, it has to make sense for you. The process is really simple. I send you a purchasing agreement by DocuSign. And then that goes to the title company. The title company is going to do all the research, making sure the title is clean, right, for your benefit and for my benefit. And then that process usually takes, as I say, between 25, 35 days. Once they tell me, Manny, we're good to go, and then we're good to go. I just send the money to a title company. The title company disposes the money to yourself. Would you like a cashier check or a wire transfer?
It doesn't matter to me as long as I get the money. That's all that matters.
Hey,
the check was clear. The wire transfer has a charge to me. Cash, I don't know how to handle the cash. How do you make the cash?
You know what?
I cannot.
I like your style. I like your style. So yeah,
so either way, as long as I get the money. But this is the thing. Okay. So how do you do this? Did you say the closing is how many days again?
Yeah, so usually the closing part takes between 25 and 35 days, although we can work on your time. What does that mean? If you tell me, Manny, I need more time, definitely, we'll give you more time. If you tell me, Manny, I need to get this done sooner, by all means, let's get it done sooner.
Yeah, but now that there is a tenant in there, how does that work? Because, of course, the tenant you have to advise the tenant, hey, I'm selling the property. And of course, you have to give them, I don't know if you have to give them 30 or 60 days. I read out the law.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Or the rule.
Yeah, so let me educate you a little bit on that, right? Definitely, we both, yourself and myself, we're professionals. We want to do this the right way. The way it's going to work is you're going to notify them like, hey, I'm selling the property. You're going to send them a letter saying that you're selling the property. You're going to give them 30 days. By law, you have to give them 30 days. When that happens, if I need to see the property, you don't need to tell him that I'm the buyer. You just really telling I am going to be fixing up the property. I just go as a contractor. Once I go as a contractor, let's say 5-10 minutes, get out the property. I'll give you a phone call, make you an offer, and we get it done that way.
Okay, so there will be a time, a month or two, that the property will be vacant in the whole transition, right?
Not really. We can actually have it where the tenants are in there, and we can close when the tenants leave out of the property. So let's just say.
How do you offer me the number until you see the property, though, right?
Yes, ma'am. I would love 9 out of 10. I would like to see the property. Although if the tenants don't want to cooperate. I hate to do it, but I'll make you a blind, what's called a blind offer. It's fine with me. I'm an investor. That's a risk that I take. But if not, of course, I would love to see the property. So let me give you an example, right? Let's just say you happen to sell the property in January, the last day of January 30th. So you and I, let's say, get in a contract right now, and then we both agreed on a price. From today to January 30th, what I'll do is I'll stop by the property just a couple times, make sure take some photos, and then once it's February 1st, we close on the property and they're already out of the property. You see what I'm saying?
But then I have to let them know, or my property manager has to let them know by the beginning of January.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am. There you go.
Okay.
See?
Okay. Now, question for you. What is my question?
She's knowledgeable. She's asking questions, so that's good.
My number because it's public information.
So you know what? That's.
I just believe me. You're not going to get into trouble or anything. I just want to know. I need to know that. All of a sudden, the lady called me and she did. She did the same thing as you're telling me. I just did not have time to talk to her as long as I am with you.
Sure.
Right now, I'm grabbing this RJ and I just need to stay in the car until 2 p.m. Otherwise, I might get a ticket.
Sure. So.
Run out of here. Okay. So basically, okay. How do you guys do that? I mean, I just want to know. But I have a house here in California before, and it was the same thing. I have a single home, 2-car garage.
She's asking me how to get her number.
Bought by somebody who buys properties cash also. But remember, I'm in California, so it's a lot easier that way. We can talk in person, me and the person talking person,
Sure.
rather than the phone. And you know, they can, I can, you know, there's, you know, we're in the same city.
Yes, ma'am. No, I understand.
So how do you do that?
Okay, that's actually, Mrs. Nazareno, that's a great question, and I'd love to answer. So we are an investment company, as I said. We buy between 10 and 15 properties per month, right? Although we do have a system that goes out in the field and finds property that might fit our criteria. Once they find those property, we just go ahead and try to get their phone numbers. Sometimes we get lucky and sometimes we don't. It looks like in this case, we got lucky by having you on the phone.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so that's how you do it. I just want to know because, you know, out of the blue, then somebody called me and it's, and I know that the 210 is Texas because my, you know, the property manager. So I need to tell my tenant, not my tenant, my property manager, because otherwise it will be locked in for a month again, for a year again. Right?
Now,
if I'm really interested in selling now.
Yes, can I advise you on something, if you don't mind?
Yeah, please. I will take any advice that you give me. I'm not, you know, it's not like I have a million properties. I have one property in the U.S. Some properties in the Philippines, but the Philippine law is very different than here.
Yeah, it is.
That's the only property I have in the U.S.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Me,
okay, so
you know the business.
Sure, definitely. Thank you for allowing me to tell you a little bit more. But when do you think that contract with the property management is going to expire?
This December.
Okay.
I just remember when you called me. I forgot all about it.
There you go. Okay. So this is what usually happens. If you get a contract with them again, 9 out of 10, they want you to sell it with them. Okay, with the property management.
I'm sorry, say that again one more time.
Yeah. So 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. When you are with the property management, I don't know if you have read their contract, but some of them, they want you to sell it. They want to be the sellers. Pretty much, they want to market it for you. You know, what's putting it on the market, you know, getting people to show it and things like that. Now, if you don't sign the contract with them and you tell me, Manny, you know, I think I can handle 2 months, you know, managing my property for the next 2 or 3 months. What I'll do is, what does that do to you? And remember, I'm going to be the cash buyer. I don't have to show it to nobody else. I don't have to apply for finance. I don't have to apply for no, you know, approval. I have the money, so it's going to happen quick. If you do it with the property management, most likely it's going to take some time when they get the property sold. And that way you're going to have your property vacant. That way you're going to have your property vacant for, I don't know, who knows, 2, 3, 4 months, and you don't want to do that.
Okay, but then what happened to my tenants now? Right now, if I don't want to renew their contract, what happened?
Nothing. They are your tenants. They're your tenants. They're living in your.
I know, but then once they sign up, that's what I'm trying to say. I need to inform my property manager not to renew the contract anymore, but at the same time, not to kick them out, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly. Yes, that's correct.
What she told me, Janet is her name. She just told me basically, okay, we can do that if you don't want to renew the contract with them, so you don't get locked in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she said the only risk on that is they have the liberty to leave any time, you know, on a monthly basis also, correct?
Trust me.
Does that sound correct?
No, it sounds correct. Trust me. They're not going to want to leave because remember, the purchasing management, you are their customer. Your customer is really the tenant. Does that make sense? You own the property, and whoever's living in the property is your tenant. Now, the property management, you are their customer because they're getting a fee from the monthly payments. If you fire the property management, you're still with the tenant.
But then where does the tenant pay? Because they pay to them, and then the property manager, you know, sends me.
Yeah.
Or credits me on my account.
You just get their information, which you should have their information, so that hey, look, I'm the owner of the property. Just so if you didn't know, I'm the owner. From now on, this is where you're gonna deposit the money. Trust me, we do it all day. We do it all day long here in San Antonio, as I said.
And so you don't have a number for me to start working on it.
Right now, at the moment.
What is the ballpark figure right now?
See, right now, I really don't have a number because I haven't rented yet. But let me ask you, you know, knowing that we pay all the closing costs, there is no commission, we can work on your time. What is the ballpark figure you were looking to get on the property?
I really have no idea. I remember 2 years ago, but I don't know if the market dropped or not. But I remember 2 years ago, it was like, I don't know if it's 156 or 160, somewhere in that area.
Somewhere in that area.
Now, every year, I do my taxes, and the guy who does my taxes is also a realtor.
Awesome.
So he would give me a ballpark figure. So you said yours is no commission?
No, no commission at all, because remember, I am the buyer. I'm the cash buyer.
So how? I mean, if I tell you the house is, say, $1 million, you will give me $1 million. Now, what happens to you said the closing costs and everything else?
I pay for that. I pay for that. That's the benefit. That is a benefit.
What do I pay by selling my house? What part of the expenses do I pay?
Good question. The only thing you pay is the priority taxes. For example, from January 1st until, what day is today? December 5th. You'll pay those taxes, and then I'll take over the rest. So, but closing costs, closing costs, commission, none of the stuff, you don't have to come out of pocket. And keep in mind, if I make you, like, say, $1 million offer, how you're saying, that's pretty much what you're pocketing. The only thing I don't pay is the taxes.
The taxes for the property that I still own until I sell the house.
That's correct.
Okay. But the only thing is, by you and I having a commission, then your offer's got to be a lot less than, I mean, it pretty much works out probably the same, because you will offer small, but without any commission, or you go a little higher with commission. So pretty much almost the same, right? Your first name is Manny, right?
Manny. Manny Cash.
And what is your direct line, or this phone number? That's right. I thought that is your phone number.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can keep it. This is my. 210
something.
Yes, ma'am. Keep it. That's my direct line. Okay, you can call me there 24/7.
What is it? Okay, can you tell me whether that's me looking at the phone? What is the number again? 210.
899. 9095.
9095. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me.
Remember, there's benefits of working with me. Benefit number one, it can happen in your time, fast, or it can happen whenever you want to close. That's benefit number one. Benefit number two is cash. I don't have to apply for finance. I don't have to go to the bank. I have the money. Benefit number three, you don't have to fix the property. You don't have to paint it. You don't have to make it look nice again. I'll buy the assets. Benefit number four.
Okay.
Benefit number four, there's no commission. Benefit number five, I'll pay all the closing costs.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Start from the number one benefit.
Number one benefit. The benefit of working with me is I can close in your time, okay? Whether it's fast or slow. Benefit number two is cash. I don't have to apply for finance. Benefit number three, I'll buy the property as is. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to paint it. You don't have to do anything to it. Benefit number four,
okay,
there is no commission. Benefit number five, you ready?
No closing. Yeah, no closing costs.
No closing costs.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Give me a few days. I don't know. I mean, you and the other lady was the very first one to contact me.
Yes, ma'am.
But thank you so much.
Of course, ma'am.
So how are you going to have a number? How are you going to have a number?
I'll just keep it.
Because I cannot say it until I see it. Until I see a number as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I cannot say yes or no.
Mm-hmm. Of course, it has to make sense for you. It makes sense for us, right? What I'll do is I'm gonna give you a call to this Wednesday and a Thursday. I'm gonna give you a call Monday to see Monday to see if we can, hopefully get an appointment for me to go out and see the property. And that way I can make you a fair cash offer by me just knowing the condition, okay?
Okay, all right.
Can you do me?
So when you do that, then I have to tell my property manager to tell the tenant.
That's right. Mrs. Nazareno, can you do me a last favor?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Go ahead and have a great day for me, please.
Yeah. All right. You do the same, okay? Thank you for calling. Okay?
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Manny.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Whoa! Dude, that was freaking amazing.
If y'all thought that I was bullshitting, there you go.
Yo, that was amazing. Give him some love. Guys, give him some love. That was absolutely bomb. That was beautiful.
We got to hit this.
I love it.
Yeah.
That was amazing, man. I just can't even tell you where to start with it. She started off really defensive.
Right, you notice that, right?
Kind of tight and defensive. Who are you? And then, once she talked about her retirement, I noticed that's when you asked, hey, tell me, oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. What are you planning? What are you doing? Like, that's beautiful. And then when she talked about that, like, it was like wide open.
It was wide open, right?
Yeah.
See, like, now to answer, I forgot his name, but to answer his question, how to build rapport. You see, I was just looking for that. I always look for that on the call.
Mm.
When she said retirement, I was like, I saw light on it. I was like, let me get on that. Once I got on it, as you say, you could notice that was it. That was it. For her, you see, she told me, I'm going to give you a couple minutes. That's it. Dude, it was a 20-minute call.
Beautiful. And 50% chance you got a deal on this, man.
Yeah.
She likes it. It's probably like, if you do, guys, if you think you could do 10 of these calls, you probably have 3 to 5 deals just on these calls.
Definitely.
Guys, that was amazing. Man. So Manny, that was exactly what we needed. Thank you, brother. And guys, we're going to have a recording of this. So we're going to record it. We're going to share it. We were typing up in the private Facebook community. We're going to be sharing that with you guys. So make sure also go on Facebook right now, look up Smarter Contact, the investor community for us. It's a private group. So if you're an active member, you'll get access to that, and we'll get the pros on there, just like you, Manny. Every few weeks, we'll get a pro on there.
Thank you, brother. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you also saw me in action. See, that's what I love, dude.
That was fun. Yeah. That was beautiful, brother. So any last words? We're gonna wrap this up. Any last words for the audience before we roll?
Sure. Yeah, guys. Remember, it's not easy. What we're doing is not easy, but it's not complicated, man. We're just talking to people. We're not talking to aliens, as I said. Just get on the phone. Don't be afraid of picking up the phone. Trust me, the phone can get heavy sometimes. But think about this. Your next call can be another $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 deal, right? If you're really motivated, that's what's going to motivate you to just, get through that, right? And guys, it took me about 8 months to see the light. And right now you're talking to someone that, it's happening, right? It's happening. You just saw it right now. It's happening. Just have faith. Have faith that this business works. And if you skill your cold calling game up, man, just build rapport, train yourself, educate yourself, and the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. And never give up, man. Never give up. This business pays off, brother. And if you guys need any help, I'm an open book on social media. Manny Cash houses. That's what I go for. You reach out to me on Instagram. Every Friday, I do something that's called the Cash Hour, where it's pretty much this, right? What we're doing, and I get an audience to do role play with me. And if you're interested in that, reach out to me on IG or Facebook. And then, guys, let's make it happen, man. That's it.
That's beautiful. Guys, give it up. Manny, it's an honor. You're my friend. You're my brother. And, dude, I'm so happy you keep killing it. And seriously, thank you so much, man. We all appreciate you on behalf of everybody that's here and the viewers that are probably going to see this after. Thank you for helping just entrepreneurs and people around the world that need this kind of valuable advice from somebody like yourself. So thank you too, man.
Of course. Thank you, buddy. God bless, brother.
All right, guys. Be easy. Let's go close some deals now. No excuses. Take care.